Hello, hello. I hope that everyone is having a wonderful Wednesday evening. I am going to share this live out to our regular people who like to paint with us so that they can hop on and enjoy the fun. And welcome in. If you are just joining me for the first time, my name is Ellen, and I am an artist who comes on and just does some fun tutorials with you guys. So if you want to paint with me, if you want to learn to draw, if you want to do watercolors, if you want to learn any of that, then that is what this time is for us to just enjoy each other's company, have fun, and paint. Hi, Kinder, Kelly, how are you? Welcome in. I hope you have your paints out and ready to go. I'm just sharing this out right now to everybody, making sure everybody gets the notifications that I'm on so that they can all join us. Mountains. All right. Okay, are you guys ready to have some fun tonight? All right, I got all that shared out. We are going to be doing another fun little character tonight. I know this is kind of out of our wheelhouse. We've been out of our wheelhouse for a couple times, but that's good. That's just going to make us improve. So don't get frustrated. I know you guys are used to me doing fun little creatures and things like this, but I really want to get out of our wheelhouse and challenge us a little bit. And that's what we've been doing with these last few tutorials where we've done all these different little characters. This was the one we did last night. I think she turned out, or yesterday morning, sorry. I think she turned out super cute. And so tonight we are going to do a fun little sunflower girl. And I'm going to put her picture up on the screen for you guys. And I will show you the larger image in a little while so you guys can get a screenshot of it. But for now, I'm just going to pop this up on the screen for y'all so that you guys can see what we're doing. Let me just make her as big as I can make her. She's going to be so fun. So I hope you guys are excited about it. I was really excited about the little ice cream girl we did last night or yesterday. I think she was a lot of fun. So I thought it would be fun to do another one tonight that would kind of complement her and all of these little characters that we've been doing. So hopefully you guys are ready to do that. If you have never painted before, now is the time to start. Grab some paints, grab some brushes, grab you some water or whatever beverage of your choice. And then, hi Rhonda, how's it going? Thank you. I think they're adorable too. We've done those the last few tutorials that we've had. We're going to do this little girl tonight. So hopefully everybody's getting their supplies together and ready to go because we are going to get started now. While I'm letting everybody get on and get all their stuff together, I want to show you guys. You guys know that I got that Leanne printer sticker maker, and I want to show you that they reached out to me and they gave me a flash sale code for this printer, so you guys can get a discount on this printer if you guys are wanting it. If you guys give me just a second to start the flash code, start the flash sale. They gave me 10 of them. Okay, so I only have 10. So if you guys are wanting to take advantage of the flash sale, they gave me a special discount on that for you guys. So dropped the price way down. So if you look right there, you can see that it went, that price is incredibly good on this printer sticker maker. So you can see, we took the art that some of the art that we had done on our tutorials, and we created stickers with them. So you can see how it makes these beautiful stickers. Love this machine. So if you guys, these are the fruit stickers, and we also took our fruit series that we did, all of our fruit art, and we turned it into a sticker sheet. Isn't that cute? We did this literally on live, and we did it. It took us less than 30 minutes to do this. So this machine is really, really cool. So if you're interested in that machine, it's pinned below. I do have a flash sale. It's going for the next 18 minutes. If anybody's interested, I have 10 of those available. So if you want to grab one up and save you a couple $100, then definitely do that, because I only have 10 and they will go pretty quickly, because these things have been selling like hotcakes. So just so you know, actually they're low in stock too right now. So I think they only have 10 or 12 available, and then they're sold out. So if you're wanting to grab one of these sticker printers, then it prints, laminates, and cuts all in one machine. So if you're looking for a really great machine to do stickers, to turn your art into stickers, because that's the fun part. Like, I loved turning all of my art pieces into these little stickers that I can put in my booth to go along with my art. So really cool. So that flash sale is going on. I'm going to leave it running in the background if you want to grab that up. Again, you can take advantage of that flash sale. Okay. However, we are going to start painting, and we are going to be using the Meeden watercolor paint set. So I hope that you guys will grab whatever watercolors you would like to use tonight, and we are going to paint. Now, we will come back to that sticker machine at the end as well, and I'll make sure everybody has the opportunity to grab that up on that flash sale. If there are any left at the end, I will be happy to do that. Okay? All right, so for those of you who are painting with me, okay, I'm fixing to give you a chance to screenshot the image of what we're painting. It is right here in a small picture, but I'm going to pull it up on my screen here for you guys that need to get a screenshot of a larger view. Just remember, you can hold your finger down on the screen and it'll clear your comments so that you can get a good screenshot of this. All right, so if you're going to be painting with me tonight, go ahead and get a screenshot. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very good. And we're going to get going on this tutorial. All right, guys. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I am going to pull out my Nic Pro pencil, and I will be doing a, sorry guys, I'm going to turn this music down just a tad. Not too much because I love it, but okay. I'm going to be pulling out my Nic Pro pencil in order to draw. Okay, I use a mechanical pencil because my line work is going to be much more consistent with a mechanical pencil. So hopefully you guys have your pencil ready, and we are going to get moving on this, okay? Let's go ahead and get it taped down. So if you, so grab your washi tape, your painter's tape, your art tape, whatever you want to tape down your image or your paper, so that you have like a little border. I'm going to do about a 1/4 inch border all the way around. I want to make sure it's straight because I don't want to have a crooked frame on my paper there. Okay, so go ahead and tape it down if you are painting along with me, and give yourself a, like I said, about a 1/4 inch border all the way around your painting. I tape mine onto a piece of wood, and that way I don't have to, like I can move it around as I need to as I'm drawing and painting. It's not stuck to my desk. I can actually move it so that I can use it. So, all right. We're going to be using the Nick Pro pencil set, and we're going to be using the Meeden watercolor paints, and we're going to be using the Meeden brushes, and we are going to be using the Golden Maple detail brushes. All right, if you have any questions about any of the products that I'm using as we go, please feel free to ask in the comments. I'm happy to do that. And also, just so you know, I do have a flash sale for that Leanne sticker maker printer. It is running in the background, so if you click on that, you can save yourself quite a bit on that flash sale code. So be sure you click on that. That is product number, let me just check. It is product number 44. But we do have a flash sale going on that. It's the lowest price that you can get that sticker maker on TikTok right now. So if you want to get that sticker maker that turns your art, because I've turned my art into these stickers, as you can see, this was our fruit series that we did, and I turned them into these stickers. Super easy to do, very user-friendly if you like doing stickers with your art. For your art shows, I like to offer stickers as well. So this printer pays for itself in no time when you do that. So just so you know, it's there. There's a flash sale running on it in the background. Okay, but we are going to. Oh, thank you for the heart, me. I doodle do you. I appreciate that so much. Okay, so is everybody ready to go? Because we are about to get started. Make sure that your paper is taped down. Let's go ahead and get our background on. I'm going to move these out of the way. I'm going to open up my paints, and I'm going to pop them out of the tin. Now, just so you know, the Meeden paints that I have pinned below are this same set. I have just put mine into a tin because I like to have all of my colors available to me. I don't like to have to look for the tube and pull it out as I need it. I prefer to keep them all in a pan style container. So that is why they look like this, but they are the tube paints that are pinned below. And when I need to refill them, I just pull the tube and fill them back up. And so I just continue to refill them. Now, the tubes on these Meeden paints are very large. They're a 0.4 fluid ounce tube. So when you receive them, if you put them into a tin like this, you still have plenty of color left. So you can use them for a very long time. They're very, very, very large. So, just so you know, and this is how they come. I just want everybody to see them. They come in tubes like this. All right. And then when I need to refill it, I just pull the tube, put it in my tin, and then I am good to go. Okay. The tin is in the shopping cart below. It is product number, it's made by Meeden, and it is product number 37. Ooh, and they only have one left in stock. Goodness, those are selling out quick. But they have, those are available. So I always suggest if you have the tube paints, grabbing one of these is amazing because you can have all your stuff there. So thank you for the rose. I appreciate that. Okay, let's get to going on this. Now, remember, we are going to do the background first. And when we do our background, it is going to be very light. You're not even going to be able to tell. It's going to look like white paper, okay? But when we peel the tape, we're going to have this small little frame around it. All right? So go ahead and grab whatever your big brush is that you like to use and grab some clear water and drop it onto your paper, okay? Clear water on your paper. And then take your cerulean blue or whatever background color you want. I use cerulean blue often. I also like to use yellow sometimes for my background. But we're going to use blue today since we're doing the sunflower girl. We want her to have a little sky behind her. Once you get that blue dropped on there, what you're going to do is you're going to take your paper towel or your art sponge or whatever you like to use. And you are going to you're going to rinse your brush and you're going to dry it. Okay. So you have your brush and you're going to just pick it up just like this. So pick up that color So you're going to end up with a very, very, very light background. Just keep drying your brush and picking up the color. And then you can go side to side too, so that you get all that color and all that water picked up as much as possible. Okay. So now you can barely tell that it's even blue, right? Okay. You could even put your paper towel over it if you wanted to, like this, and even pick up more color. Okay. You don't want to be able to tell that you have a background on it until you peel the tape. Okay. Now we're going to go ahead and dry it. Okay, so let's dry it off. Okay, and once it's dry, we are going to start drawing our person, okay? Now, when we do this little girl, I'm going to try not to think too much about her. I'm not going to, because I tend to overthink and make things a little more difficult than I should. So we're not going to do that tonight. We're just going to get right to it. We're going to start with her boots, and we're going to draw those boots out. So here's how we're going to do those. They're going to be kind of aimed out at an angle like this. So imagine there's a little triangle right here. And you're going to draw the base of her boot in that triangle. Just like that. Okay. So you've got her heel, and then you have the base, the bottom part of her sole, of the sole of her boot. Okay. Now we're going to come up and around with the toe of the boot. Just like that. On both feet. So up and around and down. Have your eraser handy so you can fix anything you don't like. Okay. Then we are going to go up into the boot area. Just like that. Okay. Gigi, thank you for the follow. Colleen, I used just a regular eraser that came with my paints. This is the eraser that came with the Meeden 96 color paint palette. And so it's just a normal white eraser. I do have a kneaded eraser that I will use in a minute. That came with my Nick Pro pencil set. And that will lighten up these lines before we start putting paint on it. So those are the two. You came with my FIP. Oh, yay, Daylight. I'm so glad. I hope that everyone who, if you've never painted before, this is the live to be at, because I'm going to show you exactly how, step by step, and we have a lot of fun learning together. Okay, just know that none of us are perfect, including myself, and we mess up all the time, and it's okay if we have a hot mess when we're finished. I'm just going to do a little wiggly line so that it looks like these boots are kind of you know, baggy, like army boot kind of things. Okay. All right. Now, when we get to the top, what we're going to do is we're going to bring the top like a smiley face down. Okay. Just like that. Okay. And we're going to have the legs meet that. And then we're going to bring these around and connect it to her legs. So it looks like her legs are going down inside the boot. Okay, just like that. You're so welcome, Colleen. All right. Now, her body is going to be the sunflower. Then we're going to have her head and all that. So I'm going to go up here and work on her head. And then we're going to bring her body in the center to connect. Because if I go work my way up, everything's going to inevitably be too big. And what's going to happen is I'm going to end up with a teeny tiny little head. Because I'm terrible at getting my sizing right when I'm doing this. Okay. So I don't want to mess that up. All right. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and do these, the sole of the boot here. Do these, the sole of the boot here. The sole of the boot here. That. Okay, this boot is a little bit wide. Make that a little bit skinnier. There we go. Looks like she's got one big foot and one small foot. So I'm going to fix that before we move on. There we go. That's better. Okay. All right. And we'll worry about the laces and all that when we put the detail in. Hey, Mom. How's it going? All right. So let's go up here and do her head. Okay. So we're going to go. All right. So let's go up here and do her head. Okay. So we're going to do kind of like a little teardrop shape. And then in the center, we're going to do kind of this little, like two little ovals that connect it. And then over here, the same thing. A little teardrop, not teardrop, but like leaf shape of the bow. And we have our little bow coming off like this. And then it comes off over here like this. And kind of goes down into her hair. Okay. All right. Then we have her bun and hair. So her hair kind of comes off like this. And then she's got kind of a little bun that goes right here. And a little bun over here also. And I'm not going to make this very detailed because it's we're going to do that with our grabby multi-liner, but we just want to make sure that we have kind of an idea of where they are. This is her ear, and then we're going to have another ear right here, and then we're going to bring her chin down like this. Okay, so that's her head. I'm going to give her neck and her shoulders come off like that. There's her shirt. And then we have the center of the flower right here. Okay, so that's going to kind of give us an idea of where everything needs to be. Okay. Thank you for the heart, me. Okay, so that's kind of where we're at right now. Her head's a little big, but if I make it any smaller, then it's not going to... See, this is what I'm telling you guys. I'm terrible at sizing things. I've got to figure out a better way to size things when I'm doing my stuff. But, okay, we're just going to leave it. I'm not going to worry about it. All right, we're going to come down with... We may have to redo her boots. They may be just a little bit too big. Let me decide on what I'm going to do. Sorry, guys. I just want to make sure I'm doing this. I'm not going to have to redo the whole thing. So I either need to redo her head or I need to redo her boots. Okay. Let me see. I'm going to do this. Well, let's draw the sunflower and we'll see. Because we're going to have... The sunflower is going to have these little... See, that's going to be way too far. Okay, we're going to fix it. We're going to redo. I'm going to erase my boots. If yours is sized right, you're doing good. I can never get my size right, y'all. It's such a pain. But that's okay. Okay. So let's go ahead and do the sunflower, and then I'll redo her boots in just a second. All right, so here are her arms. They're going to kind of come down like this, okay? So you have your little armpit right here. And then the same thing over here. They come out and down, and you have your armpit right there, okay? All right. So we're going to go up with our little petals. And just draw those petals, like you can go over the petals, like overlap them if you want, until you get basically that skirt done. And you can erase the lines you don't need. So let's say I want to go over this one like this. I would erase. And then I'm going to bring this out here like that. And then when you get to the front, you're going to kind of start aiming those kind of down, like they're pointing down. Okay. And then you're going to have a few little points behind these. So you look like you've got your petals there. Okay. And then you're going to start kind of aiming them back up again. Like that. And then again, right here, go out. And then right here, go out. Okay. And again, you can have these in the middle right here. And even if you wanted to have some up here, you could. Okay. Hey, Stacy Lee, how's it going? Yes, here's the larger one. Here you go. If you want to take a screenshot of it really quickly. Okay, there's your screenshot. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very good. Okay. Okay, so now we are going to do her legs. We're going to have her legs coming down right here, and we're going to have her legs coming down right here. Nope, we're not doing that. I'm lying to y'all. I'm going to have them come out from that bottom one. Right here. So she's not going to have as much of a length in her legs as in the original, but that's okay. Okay, so now remember how we did the boots? We went with that little smiley face and wrapped them around. So that's what we're doing right here. Just wrap them for the top of the boots. You absolutely, Stacy Lee. You know I'm always going to pray for you. And anybody else who reaches out and needs prayer, I'm going to pray for them as well. All right, so let's do that jiggly base and then the heel. And then we're going to come down and around. There we go. That's the size we needed. I was way bigger than I needed to be on my boots. Jiggly, heel, and then around like this. I don't know why I can never get my sizing correct when it comes to doing feet. Okay, so she's gonna have a big skirt compared to her boots, but that looks so much better. Now her head still does look a little bit big. Y'all think we should shrink the head some? I feel like I just went out a little too far with her her wrap, her little head wrap. Just gonna bring it in some, just like that. See, this is why I overthink everything, you guys. Okay. And then we're gonna have her head go up here and here. And we've got her little ear right here and her little ear right here. Okay. That's better. Bring this down just a little bit more. Okay, and then we've got her buns, which we will do that, and her hair. We'll worry about that later. Right here, and all her hair here. Okay. All right, that's better. Okay, there's our outline. Hey, Talia. Yay, thank you. I'm so glad you popped in. I know you're about to bowl. Good luck. I hope you win. All right. So now we'll worry about putting any flowers along the ground or anything that we want to do at any point later. Okay. But let's go ahead and do her eyes. We're going to do her eyebrows right here. Okay. We're going to do her eyes. We're going to do her nose with her little nostrils. And then we're going to do her smiley face. Okay. All right. So there we have it. That's going to be just our outline, basically. Okay. All right. So if anybody has any questions about that, I know that was kind of a little bit off. Remember, I said we're getting out of our comfort zone, out of our wheelhouse, and we're doing things that we're not used to. And this is definitely, for me, people and faces and things like that are definitely out of my comfort zone. So, but that's how we improve, and that's how we get better, and that's what we're going to do. So, all right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my kneaded eraser now, and I'm going to just lighten up all of these lines. What we're going to do. So, all right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my kneaded eraser now, and I'm going to just lighten up all of these lines. You know, that most of that's going to be covered up anyway, but we wanted to lighten it up. So there it is. And then we are going to now get started on putting color in there. Now, just so you guys know, I'm going to be using the Meeden #1 brush, and I'm going to be using the Golden Maple brush set as well. I will be using the 12/0. I will be using the, let's see, I'm not sure what else yet. I'm going to pull the 18 also. Okay. If I need something else, I'll pull it and I'll let you know when as I get to it. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead. Catherine, let me tell you something. This is way out of my comfort zone. We've been working on getting out of our wheelhouse and doing things that are uncomfortable. So this one is for sure uncomfortable for me. But we've had some cute images. I mean, look at the ones we've done, just so you guys know. And I always have to remind myself that everything starts out ugly. Okay, so when you do art, you have to get through the ugly phase, okay? You have to get through the ugly phase. So if you, Vicky, thank you for the follow. If you are feeling crazy about your art and feeling like it's just not where it needs to be, everybody to go ahead now and grab your whatever brush you want to use. And we are, actually, I'm going to start out with my number 12 Golden Maple brush. And I'm going to get some water, and I'm going to, let me spray my palette so that it can be ready. Okay. All right. I gotcha. I understand that. Stacy Lee, no worries. Okay, so let's go ahead, get your detail brush, and I'm gonna go into the green. I'm gonna use this olive green, and that is gonna be my color that I choose for my boots, for the shirt, for the stockings, and for the bow on top. Now don't worry about the flower in the hair and the flower on the boots. We'll do those with our gel pens in a little while, okay? But for now, I'm going to just mix in some of this green right here. It's like an olive green color. So I'm going to mix that in with quite a bit of water because we don't want it to be overpowering. And I am going to color, I'm going to go in to the boots to start. Okay. I love this song. So just fill in your green. Don't worry about shading or anything, just all one color. Okay. Then go ahead and do, let me see what I want to do. I'm going to do her bow. It's gonna be, and do the band that comes down. There we go. All right, and let's do her shirt as well. Okay, those are all the elements that are going to be green. Okay, so we got all the green in there. We'll go back and do detail in a minute. This is going to look like a complete hot mess until we start putting in details, okay? So don't freak out if it's looking weird, okay? Believe me, mine is looking weird too, okay? That's going to happen until we start putting in details, okay? All right. I'm not going to do the socks just yet. Because I want to wait till I get some outline in there to kind of know where those are. But I do want to widen out this boot just a little bit. And I want to kind of shape this one a little bit more. It's kind of weird looking. Kind of shape this one a little bit more. It's kind of weird looking. Okay. All right, so that's done. Now let's go ahead and do our center and actually, let's not do the center just yet. Let's do the petals because we want to join those with the center, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch brushes. I'm going to switch to my number 1, and I'm going to get some water, and I'm going to fill in the center of my flower with clear water, or In my case, a little bit green because I didn't get clean water. That's okay. It's not going to show, so it's not going to matter. And we're going to choose our brown first. And I'm going to choose this dark brown here for the center. And I'm going to go ahead and put that in there, okay? And then what I want to do is as we do our petals, that brown is going to stay wet, so it's going to kind of bleed into our petals. That's the idea. So go ahead and pick whatever yellow you want to use on your petal and go ahead and put that in there. And let that kind of fill in. You can use a detail brush if you want to, but these medium brushes, the very pointy part of the medium brushes are fine for what we're doing. So you see how that brown is kind of bleeding into the yellow? That's what we want. Okay, and we're just going to fill this in. Okay, now we're going to take, and after we've done those three, we're going to take and get some of the orange. We're going to drop in a little bit of orange right around here as well. Dry your brush. And just kind of blend that. Get a little bit more brown. You don't want, you're going to kind of have to do this in stages. So we're going to do, because we want that to kind of blend together, okay? Me too, Stacey Lee. I love this song. Okay, so the idea is to kind of make the center and the petals join each other. Is forever, forever worship you. And we'll do some of that with our colored pencils too. But we want it to kind of do both, okay? And we'll add in more brown at the end to kind of bring it all together, all right? So go ahead and grab your yellow, and now let's do these front petals. Okay, and take your orange, drop that in. If y'all see my brush move out of the image, it's because I'm touching it to the paper towel to take some of the water off of it, because you want to make sure to control your blending by how much water is on your brush and how much water is on your paper. So that's why I do that, in case y'all are wondering. Okay. Yes, they're all there except for the one we did yesterday. It will be up, though, later tonight because it's uploading right now, so. And this is why I tape it to a piece of wood, so I can turn my picture as I'm painting. So I don't have to turn my wrist. It's much more comfortable for me to keep my wrist where it is and to turn the image than it is for me to try to paint like this. So, okay, so we're going to drop in that orange. And if you want it to spread more, drop in some water. Let that kind of spread where we want it to be. Okay. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to make sure that center is still nice and wet. And we're going to drop in some more of that brown. I'm going to go with a little bit darker this time. And I'm going to drop that in the center. So it kind of blends out. Okay. Now rinse your brush and grab some orange. Do that same thing with the orange. Make sure everything's wet. Okay, you want your petals to be really wet around where you're dropping your color in, okay? So make sure you have a lot of water in here, all around this. And go ahead and dip into your orange and drop in right around that circle. Drop in your orange. And then just take some clear water and let that blend out. So it just kind of blends down. It doesn't have to be perfect because flowers are not perfect. Well, I mean, they are perfect. They're perfect the way that God makes them, but none of them are exactly, you know, proportional and all of that. So, and in color or anything else for that matter. So you just want to have an idea of that fade from brown to orange to yellow. Okay. And then the rest will kind of come together when we start adding in our details. Okay. All right. Okay. So we have the sunflower kind of done. We'll put in details in a minute. So remember, it doesn't have to be perfect just yet. We're working on, well, it doesn't ever have to be perfect, but we're going to work on making sure that the details make up the difference. All right, I'm going to use this kind of like ochre color for the skin tonight. Putting lots of water in here because I want it to be very light. And I'm going to do her neck, and actually I'm going to get my detail brush. Let me get my detail brush out. Okay, and we are going to just go in and drop that skin tone in. So it's very light in her arms and in her neck. And then we're going to go into her face. Now with her face, I'm going to use my larger brush. We'll go ahead and give her ears some color. I'm going over everything. I'm not even worried about her eyes or anything. We can fix all that later. Just give her some color. Okay. Now, while we have her face wet, we want to get some shadows in. Okay. So we're going to take this darker yellow, this darker ochre, and we're going to kind of drop that around the chin area. And the ears a little bit. Okay. Then rinse your brush and just kind of let that kind of spread into her face. A little bit under her bow here. And just know that as we do the shadowing, the pigment kind of knows what to do. It's going to follow. You just have to drop in the color, okay? And take out some of the harsh lines. But other than that, you don't really have to do much, okay? You just have to give it the water and let it do its thing, okay? And it's going to give it some different facial tones, and that's what we want, okay? All right. I'm going to just kind of use this to smooth this out a little bit. Thank you very much for the heart, Basha. This is a hot mess right now, guys. So if yours looks like a hot mess, you're on the right track. Okay, because it's supposed to look that way. Remember, every piece of art goes through an ugly phase. Let's go ahead and dry everything first, and then we'll start. We're going to do some hair. We're going to get her hair on her so we know where to put the shadows around her face and hair. And then we'll that will be incredibly helpful to getting some of the details started, okay? So we're going to go ahead and dry it up because we haven't even remotely put any detail on this yet, and we really haven't done a lot of shading yet either. But when she gets done, she's going to be so pretty with all of that color on her. All right, so I'm using the 003, and I am going to use the 005. Where is my 005? Hang on. My 005 is not in my drawer, which is weird. Let's see, unless I'm overlooking it. I wonder what happened to it. Okay, well, we're going to use the 003 to start anyway, and I will use my 005 in the microns if I need to. But we're going to switch over to these grabby multi-liners to do a little bit of detail work for the hair. Oh, here's my, nope, that's not it. Let's see, where's my 005? Here it is. Okay. All right, so I'm going to use my 005 micron for the hair, okay? And this is how we're going to do the bun, okay? We're going to kind of go up and over like this. And we're going to keep moving closer to her head as we do that. Okay? And just know that we're going to fill this in with color in a minute, so it's not going to matter if there's a lot of white space, okay? But we do want, you know, the extra little whimsies coming out of it, like we always do with hair, okay? And then we've got this part coming up like this. We've got a little bit coming out right here. And then we're going to do this one as well. This little bun right here. Okay. And then, of course, again, we have our little extras. And then we have that coming down in front as well. So let's go ahead and outline our bow here. So we have that kind of in place. I'm not very good at hair like this, but just so you know, it's gonna come out once we put the color down over it. So it's going to look kind of weird at first, but once we get all of the whimsies coming out and all that coming down, and then we put our color on. Okay, so that gives us kind of a good little starting point for the hair. We have the ears right there. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that and I'm going to go in with my, I think I'm going to use this kind of reddish brown for the hair. So I'm going to go in with that reddish brown and fill in all this area. And I'm going to kind of follow, let me do that with my detail brush. Oops. So we're just going to kind of fill in her hair. Okay, so that helps her hair kind of to show us where we need to put shadows. Okay. All right. Crystalina, thank you for the follow. All right. Now we have to do cheeks and we have to do eyes and all of that. And then we're going to start putting some detail in. Okay. So she's still a hot mess and that's okay. Let's go ahead and do the eyes and the cheeks and everything. Okay. So I brought this little hair piece. It's kind of going across her eye there. So that means that we need to make sure that our highlight goes right there above that hair so it's not in the way. Okay. And we'll do eyebrows too, but we'll do that through the hair. So, and I'm going to use my 003 for the detail of the nose because we want that to be very, very subtle. And we want to add in a little bit of darker shadowing around the nose. So I'm going to grab some of this darker brown that we did, and we're going to kind of bring that in right around the nose area there. Okay. Not too much. So I put a little bit of water on it and picked up a little bit of that color because it was a little bit too dark. That's perfect though. Okay. All right. Now we're going back to our 005 for the smile. And then we're going to do some cheeks on her. So let's go ahead and get some clean water and put in our cheek water wherever you want her cheeks to be. And I always put more, like I cover a bigger area than I need for the cheeks. And then I'm going to reach in and grab my pink. And I'm going to drop that where I want those cheeks, and that's going to kind of spread. Okay. Then I'm going to rinse my brush and dry it. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to just pick some of that up. And then you have these light little pink cheeks. Cute. Okay. All right. Now we need to go ahead and put the green in the stockings now. I was kind of avoiding that because it was such a small area, but we got to do that. So let's go ahead and put our stripes in. On our stockings. Okay. All right. Time for detail work, guys. That's where the magic happens. Who's ready to do the details? Y'all give me a thumbs up in the comments. Let me know that you're ready for start getting the details put in. Because I know some of you guys that are painting with me, I may or may not be ahead of you or behind you. I don't know. So want to make sure. Now we're going to put a little sunflower right here too. Don't worry. But for now, we got to get all the details done first. Okay. So I'm going to be using my 003 for my details. And we are going to start at the neck and shoulder area. Okay. We're going to bring those arms down and in. And then we have just a little area right here where that arm meets the body. Same thing here. So all we're doing is outlining everything right now. Let's do the face. Okay. And let's do the socks. And we're going to want to do those ties, the shoestrings. Okay. So we're going to do our little dots down our shoe. Okay. And then we're going to take those shoestrings and bring them over and around like that. Like this. Okay, just like that. And then we want our sunflowers to go on top of that. Okay, so I'm not going to worry too much about that just yet. Do the soles of our boots. Okay. And we want to have a little bit of wrinkles right there. Good. Okay. All right, take a detail brush. Sorry, I didn't mean to bump that camera. And let's go ahead and put some brown in our shoes as well. In the soles of our shoes. Okay. All right, now we're gonna do our sunflowers on the feet. Okay. So you're gonna need a brown, either watercolor or gel pen. I'm gonna use a gel pen. I'm going to use a dark brown. Use a dark brown. And then you're going to need a yellowish orange. I'm using the Lango gel pens. Those are the colors I'm using right there. Hey, Rain. How's it going? Okay. And we are going to do the very center of our flower first. We're going to do it right on the outside of our shoes. Okay. Then we're going to take our yellow and we are going to, now on the inside, you want these to be kind of smaller and you want them to get bigger as you go out because they're kind of like facing out, if that makes sense. And the same thing over here. You want these to be smaller and you want these to be bigger. And I'm just drawing like little kind of triangle for the leaves. Okay. Let's let that dry, and then we'll get our 003 and we'll put in some detail on those. Okay, and then we'll do our boots. We'll do our dots. All right, use your 003. I am wonderful, Rain. Thank you for asking. How are you doing? We've been having a ton of storms here, so we had a really bad storm last night. Luckily, we didn't lose our internet again like we did in the last storm, so. Okay. All right, so we have our sunflowers on there. And now we will go in with our white gel pen and we will put in our dots. Let me find my white. Goodness, excuse me. We may have to redo these when we do our shadowing though, so there's our dots. Yes, there have been a lot of those going around, Rain. We've had several tornado warnings here as well. So I love Washington State. It's one of my favorite places. Oh my gosh, I just love it so much there. We go to a little place called Index, Washington. It's right on the Skycomish River. And we stay in this little Airbnb that's right on the river. It's called Blue Sky Ranch, and we love it so much. We go there quite frequently because we love it so much. We've even considered moving there because we love it that much. We just haven't packed it up and done it. All right, I'm back to my 05 now. And I'm going to do my sunflower. Yeah, this index is about an hour, a little over an hour outside of Seattle. All we're doing is just putting in our little details into the flower. And then what we're going to do is we are going to then kind of make this little jagged section here. Put in some dots, do some stippling in that. Okay. And now I'm not a huge fan of her hair, y'all. But I'm terrible at doing that. Let's see if I can give her some extra little whimsies that'll make it a little bit better. I just play around with it until I either just realize I can't fix it or it gets better. Oop, shoot, sorry guys. Okay, I'm just gonna leave it. There's nothing I can do about it. So, okay, so we're gonna go, I'm gonna take this, give it a little bit more color. And those extras that I added, I'm gonna add the color to those. Okay, all right. Now, time to do shading, y'all. It's time to pull out the colored pencils. Aw, that's cool. Your new chickens. We had a, one of our chickens got beheaded last night, and we don't know how that happened. But it got, like, we walked out and it was just there, and the head was gone. And we think it was a raccoon, but it was one of our good laying hens, and she was so sweet. She was one of the really sweet ones. So, okay. You know what? We are going to need to use a little bit of watercolor, do a little bit of shadowing right up under here. Because now that we have her hair there, we want to have some shadowing coming out. So I'm going to go ahead and put some water in there and just add a little bit of this shadowing around her hair and bang line. like that. Okay. Yeah, that looks better. Makes her face not look quite so flat. All right, time to start doing some shading. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to pull out our colored pencils. So this is the colored pencil set that I will be using right here. This is the 240-piece Color colored pencils. They are the best pencils by far, hands down, my most favorite. I don't care what anybody says about the expensive brand that everybody uses. Yeah, we think it was a raccoon. I don't care what anybody says about these pencils. I'm telling you, they are definitely professional grade pencils. I love them so much. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull out my orange. And I'm going to get my warm yellow. And I'm going to get my golden, or no, I'm sorry, my light orange yellow. Those are the colors I'm using for my flower, okay? And I'm going to start with the lightest color, which is this orange yellow, the light orange yellow. And y'all are going to see what happens with this flower. I want everybody to look at this flower and look how flat it looks, okay? Because we are about to make it not flat anymore, okay? We're going to take this and we're going to come all the way out. We're going to come about halfway down each of the petals. And we're using a light pressure. Okay. And now we're going to take that next one, and we're going to go about a third of the way down with that one. Light pressure still. And now we're going to do the dark. We're just going to go a little bit in, not far. Light pressure, okay? Light pressure. All right, now we're going to do medium pressure, okay? And we're going to start over. Pressure, okay? And we're going to start over. Okay, now we're going to do, I'm using the light orange yellow, using the warm yellow, and we're using the orange. Now we're going to go about 3/4 of the way. We're still doing medium pressure. Okay, now we're going to do heavy pressure. Okay, so now we have that. Now we're going to take a really light yellow. I'm going to pick the, let's see, I'm going to go with this. It is the cream yellow, okay? And we are going to blend all of that. There we go. Okay. Very good. Okay, now let's do, let's put all of those back, and let's get green out for the green. Not enough. All right, I like the mint green, so we're gonna go with that. I'm gonna go with this light mint, and then we'll do a very, very dark, like almost a gray, greenish gray. Okay. Like almost a gray, greenish gray. Okay, so we have light mint, we have mint, and we have the greenish gray. Okay, and we are going to go in, I'm going to use these two first. I'm just going to go in at the bow area and right here in the corners. And then I'm going to take this is a light pressure, the darker. Testify to love. Now I'm going to take the light and I'm going to blend those out. I will testify to love. See how it gave that some shading? Okay, we're going to do that one more time with medium pressure or heavy pressure. And then we're going to blend it out. Okay, that shadowing in the bow area. Okay, thank you, Amanda. Appreciate that. All right, so now we are going to do the shadows along the shirt here. And all we're going to do is we're going to do heavy pressure right around the edges near the arms. Go up into the sleeves. And then right in the corner right here with the dark. And then blend that out. Okay, so now we have those shadows there. Let's go ahead and put our dots on the bow and on the shirt. Okay. Cute. Love it, love it, love it. I don't like the way this looks. Hang on. Okay. All right, we also want some of these white dots kind of on our sunflower. Okay. just like that. And let's do the boots. All right, so for the boots, we're just going to put a little bit of shadow right here on the back corner and right here across the toe. And then we're going to blend that out. There we go. Okay. All right. Now we've got to give her something to stand on, right? She's got to have a ground to stand on. So let's go ahead and get our brush and put some water in right here. And let's drop in some of that olive green that we used at the beginning. Okay. And let's dry it. Thank you, Rain. Do you think these were hard to do? No, they weren't super hard. They were definitely out of my comfort zone, Stacey Lee, because I'm not used to doing people. And Cindy, thank you for the follow. I'm not used to doing people, and I'm definitely not used to doing faces and hair. So that is definitely something I'm working on. But the idea is to get out of my comfort zone and get better, right? So that is why I've been choosing some of these things that were a little harder lately than what we normally do, because I want us, because we've been in our comfort zone for a while, guys. We've all been doing really well, and I think it's necessary sometimes to step out. So I'm going to bring my petals to a more of a point. I think they look a little too rounded. So I'm going to give them some tips on them. Okay. You can, Stacey Lee. You can definitely do them. Thank you, Bella, thank you. I appreciate it. All right, so there she is. Let's go ahead and cover her face and do some splatters with her. So because you know I'm not going to skip that. And then we'll put them all together and show the whole set that we've done so far, because I think you're going to be surprised at how far we've come, guys. We've done a lot of little characters lately, and I think that they are turning out beautifully. Let's see. And I think that they are turning out beautifully. Let's see. All right, I'm going to cover her face. And we are going to splatter with yellow. I'm going to use my Mita number 1. Grab me lots of yellow. And I am going to splatter. Okay. I think that's all we need. I don't think we need any other color. go ahead and dry her. We've done, I think we've done 4. This is our 5th one, maybe. I'll look and see. I'll pull them out in just a second, Stacey Lee. We didn't put a sunflower in her hair, which I think we should do. So, let me see. I really feel like we need to do a sunflower in her hair right here. I love these gel pens because they layer really well over the top of watercolor and show up really well. You sometimes have to do more than one layer, but they're acrylic paint, so they cover really well. The coverage is great. Yeah. Now I'm going to get the orange out. So I feel like we need to do, I think, have a little bit of orange in it as well. These have the upgraded ink to do the layering. So you always get a really good coverage with these. All right, let me dry them. What was the name of the ink pen? Okay, I'm using, these are the Lango gel pens, which are right here. The black pen that I'm using is a Grabby Multiliner. And I do have a Tube of You channel. It is Coach Ellen's Creations, just like all of my other social media channels. You can find me on anything under that name. But you can also find on my TikTok page, you can find all of my LINKS's there as well. And all of these are uploaded to my Tube of You so that everybody can catch the replays if they don't catch me live. Okay. All right. Yep, that looks good. I like it. Glad we added that. Okay. So let's peel the tape. See what she looks like. You do not see the flower, the big sunflower one here. Hang on. It should be there, Stacey Lee. Let me just check. Hang on. It's going to be under the playlist, the TikTok live playlist. And it is, let me see, the whole playlist. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. I want to go view full playlist. Sorry, guys. Let's see. The should be under, I think it says like summer or sunshine. Hang on. Yes, the sun. You're talking about this one. Hang on, let me pull it out and let you know. Let me make sure we're on the same page with the one you're talking about. Hang on. You're talking about this one. This one, right? Is this the one you're talking about, Stacey Lee? It says it's called Summer Sunshine Watercolor Tutorial. Yep, it's there. It's the first one on the YouTube, the TikTok live tutorials. The TikTok live tutorials playlist. It's the very first one that's on there. It's called Summer Sunshine Watercolor Tutorial. But these are the ones we've done so far. We've done this one, we've done this one, we've done her, and we've done her. And we just finished this one up. So let's peel the tape off to reveal that blue background that we did at the very beginning that you didn't even notice until I pulled the tape off. And here she is. What do you guys think? I love her. I think she's really cute. Let me just double check and make sure it's not set to some weird setting. Hang on. It says it's had 5 views, so I don't think it's set to private. Let me just see. Let me just make sure. It's not set to, no, it's public. It's public. It's there. It's called Summer Sunshine Watercolor Tutorial, and it is the very first one on the TikTok live playlist. Thank you, Kinder Kelly. I think so too. I think she turned out cute. So we have 5 in this set so far. These are the ones we've done up to this point. It's the Summer Sunshine. Stacey Lee, it's the Summer Sunshine. It shows the girl on there because that was the one I was showing at the beginning of the thing. But in the actual video, we do the sunshine. So that may be where you're getting confused. The ice cream cone isn't uploaded yet. We just did that one. I told you. That's the one that I haven't uploaded yet. So she's not on there yet. Thank you, Ginger. We missed you tonight. I think she turned out cute. That was way out of my comfort zone. She was very, very, for me, that was really, for sure not in my comfort zone. But I think she turned out good. So there is that set so far, guys. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. She is up there. Yes, she's up there. All of them are there, Stacey Lee, except for this one right here and this one. These 2 are not there yet. All the rest are there. Are you talking about a floral collection like this, Rain, or just flowers in general, just like a flower? I'm just curious what you mean by floral collection, because I agree with you. I love florals. So, okay, so there's that. All right, guys, so here's what I want to do really quickly before I get off of here, because the sticker machine that I have been showing you guys for the last few days, the company reached out to me and they gave me some flash sale codes on that. So I want to put that up there for you guys because I want you guys to be able to save the money if you want one of these. They've given me 10 of them. So I'm going to start that flash sale. It'll go for 20 minutes or until I get off of here. Yes, I agree with that, Rain. How stinking cute would that be? We should definitely do that. So here is the flash sale price on that. So it is, you're going to save roughly, well, it's on sale, obviously, because it's normally $3.99. But you're on top of that, the sale that they're having, they've given me an additional, almost $20 off the price. So if you guys have been wanting to grab this sticker machine that makes the stickers and cuts the stickers and all the things, then I'm going to give you a chance to grab that up with the flash sale code. Because I know that several of you guys have mentioned that you wanted to grab it when it was on sale. And so this is the lowest possible price that you can get it on TikTok Shop right now. So if you are wanting to grab it, now is the time to do that. They've given me, she actually got special permission to give me an extra $20 off. So I'm just going to pull it out so you guys can see it really quickly and see how it works, because I know that some of you guys have been kind of eyeing it, but not sure if you could do it. It's very user-friendly, and I have had probably, I mean, I'm not techie at all, but I've been able to take my art. These are the art that this is the fruit series that we did. I took it and shifted it to stickers on this machine, and I did it literally in less than 30 minutes. I scanned them, created the file, uploaded it to the software that you download for this, and it prints, laminates, and cuts them all in one go with one machine. So you don't have to worry about going to your printer, printing it, then laminating your sticker sheet, then putting it in your cutting machine, and then peeling it off the mat. You don't have to fight with settings. You don't have to fight with pressure for your blade. None of that stuff. This does every single thing for you with the app. Okay, so you just download the app, and I don't have my iPad out here right now, so I can't show you the app. But you just download the app and run it through, and it does everything for you. It prints it, laminates it, cuts it. So, I wanted to show you guys. I'll have this flash sale code. I probably have it. I think I'll have it through the rest of the week. So, and they've given me 10 of them. So if you're looking into getting this printer, I'll have it. Today is not the only day I'm going to have it, so don't feel pressure. But I wanted to at least run it for you guys tonight to show you guys, those of you that wanted it. I'll make sure that I'm more prepared tomorrow and have my iPad with me to be able to show you how it actually works and prints. But I will tell you that if you like doing stickers, and especially if you like doing stickers of your art like I do, because I sell my stickers at my shows, because I have a lot of teenage girls that love to put stickers on their water bottles. So I take my art and I scan it and I create files with it, and then I make these stickers. So this costs less than 60 cents to make one sheet, and you can sell these sheets for close to $5. I usually sell 2 sheets for $5. So, it's a good profit margin, and it's your own art, and the quality of these stickers are very, very professional. They're waterproof. So if I were to drop some water on here, so like if I were to put this in my water bottle and wash my water bottle, these are not going to smear. Okay. They are going to stay nice and bright because they are laminated. The machine does the laminating for you as well. So the machine will, it prints them, it laminates them, and then it cuts it all in one, all with one machine, which is so much better, because before what I was having to do is I would print it on my printer, and then I would have to laminate the sheet. Then I would have to put it onto my mat for my cutting machine and make sure my pressure and everything was correct for whatever material I was using, and then cut it and then peel it and all that. I don't have to do that anymore. Now I just send one file to the machine, it prints it, laminates it, cuts it all in one. So very, very nice, very useful, and has saved me a ton of time. And the profit margin is much, much better because, number one, it doesn't take as much time. And number two, they have made the paper and ink for this machine very, very affordable. The refills are, like I said, each sheet costs less than 60 cents to make. So that means that you have a very, very good profit margin on your stickers. So, I do. I sign them. Right here. Is that what you're talking about? Now when I do these for my shows, I have a header up here, and I have a logo down here. So they have a logo on them and a header at the top. I didn't for the benefits of this, because I was showing everybody how these worked and how to create them and how to make them. So, but they're done more like this, with like a header on them, and then down here they have like a little logo. So, and that way, everybody knows they're mine. But yes, and I just think that it's really cool that you're able to, because then, you're getting, when you list these and you sell these, great, but then you're getting to reuse that art over and over again in the future. So your hourly time and rate goes way up when you're able to reuse these, because I do fine art prints with mine. I do stickers with them. Also, I'm doing some notepads with these that are super cute. Thank you, Rain. You're so sweet. And the notepads are going to be extremely cute. I'll show you guys those when I get them done. I just have some prototypes that I'm working on right now of those. So the more you can use your art once you create it, the more your time is valued. Like your time is, the rate of your time goes way up when you can do that. So you want to be able to do more than just one painting with your art. Okay. You want to use it for multiple things. And so this machine right here is one way to do that, to be able to do stickers and stuff. So, so that is the sale price. I've got about 12 minutes left on the sale, and then I'm popping off of here, guys. So that price is only available while I'm on live, and it is the lowest price that it is available on TikTok Shop right now, and it will not be available again until I get on again tomorrow. And they've only given me 10 of them. So if you want to grab them up, and they only have 10 in stock, actually, because they've been selling like hotcakes. You too, Rain. Thanks for joining in the tutorial, and everybody else who joined my tutorial tonight. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I had a blast. This was our tutorial and our painting that we finished up for tonight, and it was so much fun. I'll be back on tomorrow morning but sometime between 10 and 11, my normal morning time, I will be on. So if you didn't have a chance to paint with us tonight and you want to paint with us tomorrow morning, we will be on between 10 and 11. I will hop on, and we usually go for about 2 hours. So for those of you who want to do a tutorial tomorrow, okay, I'm not sure what we're doing yet, but I will have it ready by tomorrow. Okay. So I'll see you guys then, but I have about 11 minutes left on this flash sale, and then I'm going to pop off of here. This is for the Leanne Sticker Maker Cutter and Printer. It prints, cuts, and laminates all with one machine. And you can take your art and you can create stickers out of it, but you also can use the files that are in their app. You don't have to create your own, although I like to create my own, but you don't have to. But I took my art pieces from this fruit series and created a file with them, and then just sent it directly to the printer, and the printer, it printed it, it laminated it, and then it cut it for me. And these are waterproof and scratch resistant stickers, so you can put them on water bottles, and you're not going to have to worry about when you wash your bottle that the sticker will smear or fade or anything like that, because it's going to last you through those washes. So it's really good quality. You can see the quality of the coloring on the stickers, really high quality. If you look at the original art compared to the actual sticker itself, you can see that it's very, very close. It's really, really good. I have a bigger one right here that I can show you. Let me grab my seahorse, because that one, let me see. So these are the seahorse and the turtle. And if you look, you can see the quality of the seahorse. See the coloring on it and how much better that is. I mean, it's so close to the original, which is really, really nice. Same thing with the sea turtle. If you look at the sea turtle, it's really close to the original. So the quality of the prints that come out are great. And the cut is super, super solid on these. Like, you can peel, like when you peel these off, you don't get any kind of, like, when you're doing the ones on like a cutter machine like I have, sometimes you get these edges. They're not really that great. See how there's like, the edging is not a perfect cut. But with these, the edging on these are perfect. Look at this. I'm going to peel it off so you can see it. But like, there's nothing. It's a clean, solid, beautiful cut for these. So it is a great cutter. So you don't have to ever worry about it not being, having those parts that don't really cut well and you kind of have to tear them. That happens on your cutter machines a lot. But you don't have to do that on this one. I'm not going to put him there. I'm going to put him there. Put him over here with my little snail. Okay, thanks, Steph. So these were some of my art pieces as well. They've already sold, so I don't have the originals of these. But I did I scanned all my art into my computer, and I created a cut file of all of these little stickers as well. And if you look, this was from my printer and my cutter. And this is the actual one from this machine. So do you see the difference in the quality of the print? This one is so much cleaner and more vibrant. Stephanie, each sheet costs less than 60 cents to make. And I sell these 2 sheets for $5. So the profit margin is pretty good on it. But it costs for a set of refill sheets and the printer ink, it's like $41 and some change. So it comes out to less than 60 cents a sheet. So that is a really nice profit margin when you're selling stickers of your art, which is what I do. I sell a lot of these because teenagers love, love, love to put stickers on their water bottles. They love it. And so if you get waterproof, scratch-proof stickers that you can sell of your art, when they come in your booth, they're going to be buying those up. They love stickers. It's very, very in right now to have stickers on your water bottle. This was a digital kit that I created in Procreate. And then I created a file for stickers, and I created just a digital file that you can download as well on my ETSY shop. So, do I have any squirrels? I don't currently have any squirrels, no. I did a squirrel. I did paint a squirrel, but I didn't create any stickers out of my squirrel. He's already been sold. All of these are digital files that I created in Procreate. This was one of their templates that comes in the app with the printer. You just search what you want. I searched florals, and this was one of them that came up. So you don't have to use your own files. You can use other people's files as well that are in the app. So, but I like creating my own just because I have my art and I already have it in my computer. So it makes sense for me to make stickers out of it. Just like I would sell a digital file, I can sell the sticker files as well. So these are all my own creations, except for this one. This one's a friend of mine's. But all of these are my own art and that I've done in Procreate or I've done with watercolors and scanned in. And so I'm able to, you know, license that art versus like put it into a sticker sheet. I can put it into notepads. I can put it into, you know, a lot of different things. And stickers is one of the main things that I sell in my booth when I do markets. So I did a whole series of fruit. And then I created a whole sticker sheet of the fruit as well that I did. So I love that. Okay, there's less than 5 minutes left on the flash sale. I only have 10 of these available. Once they're gone, they're gone. And as soon as the timer runs down, I'm going to be popping off of here. You only get this price right now on the live, and you will not, this price will not be available anywhere else on TikTok until I'm live again tomorrow. This is the best price that they have it right now on TikTok Shop. This is the lowest price that it is anywhere. So if you want to grab this machine up, go ahead and grab it before it sells out. They have 10 in stock, and I only have 10 flash sale codes. So once they're gone, they're gone. And then once we're done, I'm going to hop off of here. Does anybody have any questions about the sticker maker or any questions about the tutorial that we did tonight? This was our tutorial for tonight. I hope you guys enjoyed that as well. We did that at the beginning before we started looking at the sticker maker. So I always like to do at least one tutorial a day. And this was the one that we did today. I think she turned out super cute. I love, love, love her. And I hope that you guys will join me tomorrow. We are going to be doing a tutorial. I will be logging on sometime between 10 and 11 tomorrow morning. And we will be doing another tutorial. It usually takes us an hour to an hour and a half to do our tutorial. And then, of course, I will have some special pricing on this printer if they have any left. Some special pricing on this printer if they have any left. Because currently they do not. They only have 10 in stock. So but if they have any left, I will offer this flash sale again tomorrow as well. I have it through the rest of this week. I have 10 of them to offer everybody for the rest of the week. So hopefully you guys will take advantage of that because, again, it's the lowest price on TikTok Shop right now. She lobbied and got me the best price that she could possibly get me to offer you guys. So I hope that you guys will take advantage of it. And again, I will be on tomorrow from 10 or at 10 o'clock, sometime between 10 and 11. I will be logging on tomorrow, and we will be doing some fun, another fun tutorial like we did today. Different one though. Maybe we'll do a daisy girl tomorrow, since we did a sunflower girl tonight. So, all right. Any questions before I hop off of here? I am going to pop off, and I will see you guys tomorrow at to go with the ones that we've been working on the last couple weeks. She is one of them. And I will have my iPad out here so I can show you guys how this machine prints, cuts, and laminates all in one. And I will be able to offer you guys this special price one more time. These are the stickers that it makes. These are my personal art pages that I've done. As you can see, we did the turtle and the seahorse, and I turned it into a sticker sheet, which I think is super stinking cute. I love turning my art into stickers because they're big sellers at markets. So, and they're waterproof and fade resistant and scratch proof. So, all right, guys, I will see you guys tomorrow at 10:30 Central Standard Time for another live. And hopefully we will have some really good flash sales available again tomorrow for the Leanne Pixie Cut photo sticker printer and cutter as well. All right, guys, we'll see.